Okay, so you might have all heard that Trump has signed an executive order which says that every employer should pay $100,000 to hire any foreign national on H-1B visa. And this has caused so much panic and confusion across all the people who hold H-1B visa or who are about to apply for H-1B visa. Now let me quickly break down for you what's what for now. At the moment of recording this video, which is around 9:47 p.m. on September 20th, Trump has signed a deal which will affect thousands of people who are on H-1B visa, and most of them are Indian. So around 71% of H-1Bs are Indians, which accounts to 300,000 Indians currently working on H-1B visa. Now this will be in effect from midnight on 21st of September. So roughly around 12 hours from now. So I quickly want to share a document with you which was released on 19th of September 2025. And you know what the biggest confusion people have is that if I currently have an H-1B visa and I'm outside the US, what will happen? Now, to answer that, it's a bit complicated because if you go through this official document and all the people are, whatever they are saying is based on this, the language is so much vague. Now, if you read this section 1B, it clearly says that the Secretary of Homeland Security shall restrict decision on petition not accompanied by $1,000 payment for H-1B specialty occupations worker under section 10A 15H IBA of INA who are currently outside the United States for 12 months. And the Secretary of State have also issued a guidance which prevent the misuse of B visas by alien beneficiary of approved H-1B petitions that have an employment start date beginning prior to 1st October 2026. Now this is such a shitty move. Like, first of all, 100K per year to be paid by employers to hire a foreign worker in the US. Basically what they're saying is, if you think that person is worth paying 100K, then definitely they're worth that much amount of money, and then they should definitely work in the US. But if they are not, then they should be heading home. Now if you look at an entry level salary for an H-1B visa, it is around $92,000 and median salaries are around $97,000 to $126,000. Now this is almost as much as salaries most of the people on H-1B visa gets. So employer basically have to pay twice as much to hire a foreign worker, 100K for US government and 100K as a salary for that employee. To be honest, let me give you my take on this. I am in favor of the idea of this because a lot of really talented people go abroad from India because of better opportunities, the salaries or whatever, and India have surely been impacted by this. We might have been in a better place if we have retained all of the employees, not all but most of the employees which have gone to different countries like US, UK, Canada, and most of the CEOs are Indian. Imagine if we have all these people working here in India, it would have been completely different story. So it is a very good opportunity if people stay in India and help India grow, take our country to where it deserves to be. But what they have done is such a childish thing to do, because at the moment currently what is happening is, if you're outside the US for anything, maybe you had a family emergency, you needed to go back, you needed to travel back to your home country, and you have all of your life, like imagine this, you have all of your gadgets, your apartment, your pet, maybe your family, your car, your whole life in that country, and just because you have to travel outside, maybe for vacations, maybe for some work, and now you cannot travel back until and unless your employers pay that 100,000 fees. And what if they decide that it's not worth it, it's worth letting you go? It is such an inhuman thing. Like even the spokesperson for Ministry of External Affairs of India have said that this will have humanitarian consequences by the way of the disruptions caused for the family. Like, it's such a stupid move. What will a normal person do in this scenario? You know what they will do? they'll be like, okay, all of the new H-1B visas which are issued should have this requirement. Makes sense, right? Give a date. Okay, whoever is entering after the 1st of October, let's say, should have this, this is the requirement now. And if you are going to renew your visa, right, effective from, let's say, 1st of January 2026, whoever is renewing their visa, they have to pay, like the employees have to pay 100k fees. This way, only like 3 months is left in this year. So employer will say, okay, see, we cannot have you on board because we cannot pay this fees. So I can look for another employer who can pay that fees, or I can get my business in order, plan to move somewhere else, plan to move back home. But the way Trump has been handling things is like, I don't understand it. Like, why you have to be so harsh in what you have to do. Now, obviously, it will come into effect by the time you might be watching this video. So there's a lot of things that can still happen. It can be challenged in court. They might, temporarily pause it. They might give an extended deadline, which will kind of like ease things a bit. Most of the employers are asking people to not leave the country. They're asking if they have left the country to come back before the 21st of September, which is almost impossible for a lot of people. And for me, it's just like very sad to see how they are playing with people's lives. Like, if you want to implement things, if you want to control immigration, I'm not saying follow a very lenient path, but follow at least a sensible path. Like, it's such a fucking stupid thing to even think about it. Now, maybe everyone is reading it wrong. Maybe they are saying that, okay, only the new people who are entering the US for the first time on H-1B visa will be affected. If I was in the US already, like if I've been there for like last 1 year or 2 years, and I was just traveling on vacation or for any emergency, and then I can go back, maybe they will clarify it, and maybe by the time you see the video they have clarified it. But if the reality is that until and unless your employers pay 100k, you cannot go back to your life which you have made in the US, I'm sorry, you are just screwed. And I feel very sorry for you. I have lived in the UK for over 6 years, and whenever I used to come for vacation, my whole life is in that country. Like, I cannot not possibly think of not going back in this sudden way. If I can go back, I have like a month, I can, get everything sorted. I can accept the fact that, okay, I have to move back to the country, like I move back to my home country, or I have to, look at my options. But this such a sudden move from 19th, till 21st, only 2 days in between. There are limited number of flights. Not everyone can travel so suddenly. Maybe someone is just sick. Maybe someone, have, some family emergency. Maybe someone in their family have passed away, or they're very, very ill. You cannot just leave everything and go back. It's just, I don't know. I don't even know what to say. All I can say is best of luck for everything that is about to happen.